Michael Hill, basketball, Neelan High School, Brandon. David Sifaldison, volleyball, Warkerton School, Rorketon. Brett Watt, football, Sturgeon Creek Collegiate, Winnipeg. Daryl Ford, volleyball, Glenboro High School, Glenboro. John Romu, football, Winnipeg. Daryl Ford, a Level 3 certified volleyball coach, has been coaching in Glenboro since 1975. Although Daryl has balanced his time over the years to coach basketball, badminton, and mini volleyball, his passion is volleyball.
I love volleyball. I think it's a great game. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've made an awful lot of good friends with other coaches, as well as with ex-players. So it's been a good social aspect besides just a fun thing to do.
He has led his team to win 24 zone championships. His team also captured the Provincial A High School Championship title 4 times and the silver medal 3 times. Recently, his team won Zone 6 in the province and finished 3rd at the Provincial A High School Championships.
Well, he's really dedicated and he puts in a lot of extra time. Like last year, we decided to change setters in the last 2 weeks and we went in every morning. Not all coaches would do that.
I know he always sees the positive in things, and he inspired me to see that too. Like if something's not going right, you can always take something out of that to make yourself better.
Daryl strives to ensure his athletes receive the best experience possible, while allowing every athlete to be involved in the decision-making. Daryl took a team of provincial midget-aged players from around the province who hardly knew each other, and with just 3 weeks of training, turned the team into a unified group, winning the Western Elites. Not only is Daryl appreciated by his athletes, he's also very respected by other coaches. For 2 years, Daryl assisted with the Canada Games men's coaching staff. Currently, Daryl is coaching age class volleyball in Glenboro. This summer, Daryl will also be the head coach for the 17 and under provincial men's team. In recognition of Daryl's outstanding contribution to his athletes and the sport of volleyball, we are pleased to name him among the finalists in the school system category for the Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards. Brett Watt has been coaching since 1992. In 1998, he became the head football coach at Sturgeon Creek Collegiate. Brett has always exhibited a love for the sport of football, and through his passion has been able to develop players who do not have any formal football experience. Brett had an outstanding football career of his own with the University of Manitoba Bisons. He has incorporated his past success and experience into his coaching. Brett always demonstrates good sportsmanship and fair play to his athletes, coaches, and the officials. He is always in control, whether it is during a practice or the last few minutes of a tense game.
He's a small guy, but he's got a big heart. He'll never let you down. He's always there for you, no matter what you need, when you need it. He's always there.
The thing about Coach Watt, he's very upfront with you, and he's very straight with you. He's a great coach because of that.
As a school teacher, he not only emphasizes the importance of athletics, but also stresses the value of a good education and assists his players with their schoolwork. Brett has never missed a practice or game and comes prepared to all practices with a plan that is fun and challenging for his players.
Most important point for being a coach is just seeing these kids learn football, giving back to them, and having them look back and having positive memories of the sport and then continuing on in the sport.
He is a positive motivator and inspires his athletes to excel both on and off the field. As a result, Brett was named the Winnipeg High School Football League Coach of the Year in 2004. Brett's passion for the sport and his determination to provide opportunities for all athletes to play football has made him a finalist in the school system category for the Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards. Michael Hill has been coaching basketball for over 37 years and is an NCCP Level 2 certified coach. Michael demonstrates a high level of commitment, not only to the players that he coaches, but also to the players that he teaches at Neelan High School.
Well, it's really hard to put into words how much he's done for our school and for each and every one of us, but he just cares a lot about basketball and about us as people and athletes, and he helps us out in every way possible, and he goes the extra mile to make sure that we have everything we need to improve.
I don't know, I was struggling with school when I first started at Neelan, but then I started playing basketball in grade 9, and he's really helped me just push myself, and now I have an 80 average, and I love playing basketball still.
He is very passionate towards the sport of basketball and can often be found at the gym early in the morning working on fundamentals with athletes that want to improve. Michael also extends his high level of standards into the classroom setting, where he expects that his players' academic subjects will not be affected as a result of their extracurricular involvement.
I think the most important thing about being a coach is teaching your players how to handle life and all of the situations that occur in life, the pressures, the decision making, the responsibility. We try and teach them to be class people and to act that way all the time.
Michael does not keep a year-to-year record of wins and losses, but while teaching at Vincent Massey High School in Brandon, his team won 22 city titles, 1 provincial B title, and 3 provincial A championships, while his junior varsity teams have won more than 20 city championships. At Neelan High School, Michael's varsity girls teams have won 3 city championships and 5 provincial AAA championships in the last 6 years. His Westman Regional Juvenile Girls basketball teams have won several provincial titles and have been champions the last 2 years. Michael has spent many years contributing to the sport of basketball, while giving much in return to his athletes and students. It is because of this commitment that Michael Hill has been chosen as a finalist in the school system category of the Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards. Being involved in a small school in a rural community requires coaching several teams. Dave Sigvaldason has been coaching a variety of sports over the past 7 years in the school system. He is a teacher at Warkentin School and coaches mainly senior varsity teams with a specific passion for volleyball. Because Dave is an educator, he realizes the importance of developmental opportunities and therefore has himself obtained full Level 1 certification in volleyball, track and field, and badminton. For the past 2 years, Dave has initiated and implemented a volleyball developmental clinic for senior high students. As a teacher and a coach, Dave has always instilled a desire in his students and athletes to strive for their best possible potential, whether it is in athletics or academics.
He's one of the big reasons why we went to provincials this year. Like, without him, there was no way we would have made it to volleyball provincials. He's just, you can see even in the kids who haven't really played volleyball very much when they were younger, it's amazing how much they can improve just by having one season with this guy. It's amazing.
Before Dave arrived at Warkentin, the teams were not well ranked in the province. However, since he stepped into the role of coach, both the senior boys and girls volleyball teams have placed in the top 10 for a number of years. Dave doesn't only play to win, but he values sportsmanship first and foremost. This is an attitude he also instills into his players. As a result, his team has won the Manitoba Hydro Sportsmanship Award for 2 consecutive years.
One of the things that I really believe strongly in is sportsmanship, and I hope it's reflected in what the athletes see in me. It's something we try and focus on throughout the year, and mention, anytime we go away, you're not openly representing yourself, but school and community and things like that, and that's one thing that I try to pass on to my guys.
Because Dave believes in the philosophy that developing the total student should be the primary objective of any teacher coach, he is a deserving finalist in the school system category of the Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards. Karen McLeod, figure skating, Portage La Prairie. Mary Kern, gymnastics, Swan River. Joanne Zaheko, Special Olympics, Winnipeg. Gregory Chan, table tennis, Winnipeg. Lorne Jolly, 10-pin bowling, Winnipeg. Tim Au, volleyball, Winnipeg. Mary Kern is a fully certified Level 1 softball and Level 2 gymnastics coach and has been coaching for more than 20 years. With a degree in physical education, she was a natural to take on a role as a coach. However, she values the importance of obtaining knowledge and is continually upgrading by taking clinics and workshops to improve her level of coaching. Mary's motto is "Make each athlete as good as they want to be." In addition to instructing children's gymnastics classes, Mary has developed Kinder Gym, parent and taught programs, as well as the regional competitive program.
She's like tough, but in like a good way. Yeah, she made me more confident when I was in beginner. She helped me a lot with any other things that I never got and I think I could never get.
She taught us that you should keep on trying and put your confidence up more.
Mary not only coaches the regional and Can Gym program, she has been the gymnastics chair for the 94 and 06 Manitoba Games and represented the Parkland region as a coach for the 2006 Manitoba Winter Games. Mary shows respect for all involved in the sport and has always supported the principles of fair play. Mary has increased self-esteem in her athletes and constantly reinforces responsible behavior. Because Mary realizes that sport is important, she encourages her athletes to be involved in other sports. She feels that a well-rounded person is a better person. She believes it is not just about the sport, but rather it is about what sport can do to help an individual grow.
You know, coaches have a big, could have a big weight on their shoulders. We're developing not just, a gymnast or a soccer player, but we're developing, people, kids that grow up and they coach other people and they're citizens, and maybe they never coach, but they go out into the world, and the jobs that they do involve skills that they learned in coaching.
Mary's hard work and dedication to many sports and athletes truly make her a worthy finalist in the 2006 Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards Grassroots category. Joanne Zaheko coaches a variety of sports to Special Olympic athletes. For 14 years, she has coached due to her passion for sport and for working with individuals who have intellectual disabilities. Joanne is an NCCP Special Olympics Level 1 technical course conductor, a fully certified Level 2 Special Olympics coach, and a Level 1 certified track and field coach. Joanne recently started coaching in the Bridge the Gap program, which helps to introduce young athletes to physical activity while giving them the opportunity to learn and grow in everyday life.
Joanne is very good, and she's very fun, and she's a really great coach.
She makes us run and do exercise.
She taught everyone about respect and how to treat other people.
Joanne is not a coach who keeps track of her accomplishments, as stats are not how she measures success, but rather her training ensures that each athlete is able to meet their maximum potential. Joanne works diligently with each individual to bring out qualities that each athlete needs to become a team player while coaching the basic motor skills. She ensures safety and well-being first and foremost.
Great. I've had an athlete where it took me about 10 years to teach him to do a push-up properly, and those types of rewards I think are really good. That dealing with our population in Special Olympics, that you're not going to be dealing with your high-level athletes all the time, so when you can teach an athlete a life skill, I think that's really important.
Joanne continues to create competitive opportunities for every athlete that she coaches, ultimately instilling confidence in both her athletes and coaches as they work together as a team and as individuals. Because Joanne has put in countless dedicated hours coaching her Special Olympic athletes, she is a well-deserving finalist in the grassroots category of the Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards. Gregory Chan has been coaching at the grassroots level for 9 years in a multitude of sports. He is NCCP Level 1 certified in track and field and tennis, and Level 2 certified in badminton, basketball, table tennis, volleyball, and youth soccer.
Well, he's not like any other coach that I've had before. He brings so much passion and admiration for the sport to the court, and he kind of expects that in us. And we just become great athletes at the end of it all, so he's really a great coach.
Gregory feels that there must be a balance in life, and therefore promotes the balance of sport, social, and educational needs. He stresses the importance of school, and if his athletes can't finish their homework before practice, he expects them to complete it at practice. Because Gregory realizes the importance of fulfilling social needs, he also encourages his athletes to play various sports. He feels cross-training will not only assist in improving their game, but will help them form friendships. Enjoyment is key when coaching the basics of sport to young individuals, and this is why Gregory teaches the fundamentals of sport.
Being coach to me is being a good role model, because as a coach, the student look up on us and copy us, and whatever we reflect, thinking, philosophy, or belief, or act, they will copy us. So whether your behavior will reflect right away copied by your athletes.
Gregory also coaches inmates at the Rockwood Institution Badminton Club. He is very passionate about his duties at the facility, as it puts a smile on his face when he makes a difference and has affected someone in a positive way, both personally and as an athlete. Gregory is friendly and always shows courtesy and respect when dealing with other coaches and officials. He conducts himself in a professional manner and always promotes fair play. Gregory's commitment and dedication to many sports and individuals make him well deserving of being selected as a finalist in the grassroots category of the Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards. Paul Normando, football, Winnipeg. Jean Turk, squash, Winnipeg. Phil Hudson, volleyball, Winnipeg. Rick Scott, volleyball, Selkirk. Bill Johnson, wheelchair basketball, Winnipeg. Hilton Wood, curling, Winnipeg. Vic Lowen, volleyball, Winnipeg. Vic Lowen has been coaching a variety of sports for 33 years. He is currently Level 2 certified in volleyball. To further his professional coaching development, Vic attended coaches camps in Seattle and Dallas and has spent time with the NCAA champion University of Washington women's volleyball team. In the mid-1980s, Vic was involved in getting the first 16 and under provincial team started. Since 1992, Vic has been the coordinator and one of the coaches for the Big Sand Volleyball Club, which has been the main feeder club for both provincial and university teams.
Mr. Lowen, he's really positive and always tries to get us to perform at our best and at our highest level that we can practice at. And just when we do something wrong, he always tells us what we did wrong and what we could do to improve.
Mr. Lowen's very motivating. He always motivates me to push to my full potential to be the best I can be.
He just taught us to work as a team and just to be the best we can be.
Vic is a hard-working and dedicated coach who cares about his players, wanting them to succeed both athletically and personally. He displays remarkable patience and respect to all players and coaches. Vic values the importance of a good coach and has spent the last 5 years mentoring provincial 16 and under coaches.
As a coach, like having an impact, having the chance to teach and having them enjoy the game and be successful at it.
This past season, 11 out of 18 starting players for the universities of Manitoba, Winnipeg, and Brandon were previously coached by Vic. Over the years, Vic's provincial teams have won 3 national silver medals, his club teams have won many Volleyball Canada medals, and his high school teams have won 2 girls and 1 boys provincial high school championship. Because of Vic's dedication and commitment to sports and his athletes, he has been chosen as a finalist in the developmental category. Paul Normando has been a football coach for 32 years and is returning as the head coach for the provincial under-19 tackle football program this spring. Paul has been involved in coaching at the high school, provincial, and university levels. Paul is a fully certified Level 4 football coach and a master clinician and course conductor for all football technical coaching clinics in Manitoba. He has conducted about 70 clinics, contributing to the development of over 1,000 coaches.
Right now I'm on a national committee for football. We're redesigning the NCCP program. I mean, I'm totally committed to it. I think that it is vital to the quality of coach that we produce in the province, and certainly in football.
On the field, Paul's experience, knowledge, and guidance are crucial. He led the provincial under-19 team to win the Football Canada Cup. In 1988, Paul took over the head coaching job at Kelvin High School, and in the course of the season, he turned an 0-8 football program into a championship team. Further to this, Kelvin High School has made it to the playoffs for 13 consecutive years. As head coach for the Churchill Bulldogs and the Kelvin Clippers, Paul brought his teams to the Manitoba High School Championships 6 times. Along with developing a championship caliber team and program, Paul has instilled a sense of pride in his players. He coaches with respect and integrity for the game, officials, and athletes, and conveys the values of teamwork, loyalty, and hard work.
He works probably the hardest of any person in the classroom as I be coordinator and as a football coach. Like, I've personally never seen someone work so hard, and he teaches, I think, every player that steps in with him the value of hard work.
I've never had him as a teacher, but he's always been an excellent coach for me. He's taught me probably more than any coach I've ever had, even though I had him for a very short amount of time.
Paul's experience as a coach and master clinician, along with his dedication to the sport of football and his athletes, make him a deserving finalist in the developmental category. Phil Hudson has been coaching for 25 years at the grassroots, developmental, and elite levels. He is a Level 3 certified volleyball coach, an NCCP academic theory course conductor, and a coach clinician for the University of Winnipeg volleyball program. As well, Phil is a certified Level 1 coach in hockey, ringette, and wrestling. Phil has had significant accomplishments as a coach in both volleyball and ringette over the last 5 years, and continually strives for excellence. He holds strong values in both physical and mental preparation of his athletes. He is always the first to open the gym an hour before practice and the last person to close to allow for additional practice time.
He's always just telling me small details about all my game. He's just always trying to help me and always putting comments out to help me and make me the best athlete I could possibly be.
He teaches every aspect of the game, from technical development to physical development and even emotional, mental.
This past summer, Phil was the head coach of Team Manitoba's gold medal Canada Games men's volleyball team. Phil is an excellent role model as he demonstrates high integrity through his honesty and loyalty. He has been a mentor coach for the coaches involved in the Canada Games program and continues to spend time mentoring young coaches. Phil demonstrates a concern for the all-around development of the athlete. He stresses the importance of school and family and allows his athletes to make independent choices. He ensures that each and every one of his athletes is included in the team's close-knit family.
When I was playing at University of Manitoba, I had 5 different coaches in 5 years, and they all had their own philosophy and own style. And I think I've taken a little bit of each one of them, and it helped me mold my own philosophy. But mostly it's the kids that have influenced you, and making sure that you try to meet their needs and ensure that they have success on the scoreboard, but also success amongst each other. And it's been a fun ride.
Because Phil acts in the best interest of his athletes and the rules of the sport, his ability to motivate his athletes and teach them skills for improving their performance, he is truly deserving of being nominated as a finalist in the developmental category of the Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards. Elaine Banfield, Horse Council, Winnipeg. Dawn McKenzie, Karate, Winnipeg. Joyce Wittishin, Special Olympics, Brandon. Trevor Borland, Squash, Winnipeg. For the past 28 years, Elaine Banfield has been training and coaching professionally. She began coaching at the age of 15 and began professionally coaching at the age of 18. Elaine is a fully certified and accredited Equine Canada Level 2 coach and is the course conductor for Manitoba's English coaching programs. As well, she presents dressage theory courses and athlete development programs across North America.
She helps us with our horses and our horsemanship and our riding and our competition and even our horses' health, our own health for that matter. She encourages us every day. She's always upbeat. She sets a good example for us every day in not only dressage but many other aspects of life. And I don't know what else you could ask for a coach and a role model.
Elaine has been awarded Dressage Coach of the Year twice, and in 2003 was evaluated and recommended as a Level 3 dressage coach. Throughout the years, Elaine has taught, trained, and ridden in England, France, Canada, and the United States. In order to produce top quality riders, Elaine has trained extensively with both the riders and trainers from the Canadian Olympic team. With all her experience and in-depth knowledge in the sport of dressage, it is no wonder that Elaine has produced provincial and national champions. Being competent means you can generate the results the student needs to accomplish their individual goals, and Elaine does just that. Her students are consistently in the top 3 at every competition. Elaine's reputation as an insightful coach has encouraged pupils from various disciplines to seek her advice.
Basically, it's a passion. I think it's just been a lifelong passion, and to me, although I do it as an occupation, to me, if I didn't have to do it as an occupation, and say if I had enough money that I didn't do it for a living, the feedback from the people and the smiles and the satisfaction and the enjoyment that I can help them achieve things with their horses, and then the smiles are my reward, the satisfaction from them.
Elaine has dedicated much of her life to her passion, which makes her well deserving of being a finalist in the high performance category of the 2006 Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards. Don McKenzie exemplifies the dedicated coach. For more than 25 years, he has been actively involved in karate. Don has coached, served on many boards and committees, organized events, and conducted many athlete development programs. Having studied karate for over 30 years, Don still values the importance of learning and continues to attend provincial and national seminars and clinics each year. He is currently NCCP Level 1 certified and has coached the national team at Pan Americans and World Championships.
Sensei McKenzie understands that even though karate has certain techniques, that each individual has to use those techniques to fit their body, and he's very in tune with everybody's body and what we have to do to be successful.
I found that, especially when I went to the Worlds, that he was a great coach there and very beneficial to me as an athlete.
With his extensive training as a 5th degree black belt, Don is able to improve the talents of our advanced athletes and ultimately making Manitoba one of the most competitive provinces. During training sessions, Don challenges his athletes and takes them to the point of exhaustion. However, he also mentally trains his athletes so they can achieve. As he quotes, "Now's the time to dig deep, don't give up." His understanding, motivation, and knowledge have brought individuals to the best of their abilities.
What I enjoy most about coaching is the interaction with the athletes, watching athletes really reach down and discover something that they didn't know they had within themselves before. I really, really enjoy that. It gives me a buzz.
Sensei McKenzie is an extremely knowledgeable coach and great mentor. He is also humorous, caring, and honest. Because Don teaches his athletes what it takes to be successful, he is a deserving finalist in the high performance category of the 2006 Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards. Joyce Wittishin has been coaching Special Olympics for the past 23 years. She is a fully certified Level 2 Special Olympics and Nordic ski coach. Joyce expects the highest level of effort, not only from her athletes, but also from herself. She motivates and challenges her athletes and instills strong work ethics into her programs. Ultimately, Joyce strives to make her athletes reach the next level of competition, whether it is at the provincial, national, or international level.
I think with the athletes that we coach, I enjoy we're setting goals for them and watching them achieve things that people at once thought they would never be able to do. Probably even themselves they didn't know they could do. That's always kind of exciting to see.
Joyce has coached at the National and World Winter Games, and she has trained many of her own athletes to be members of Team Canada at the Special Olympics World Winter Games and Paralympic Winter Games. Consequently, Joyce has received both Special Olympics Manitoba Coach of the Year and Special Olympics Canadian Coach of the Year.
She has worked tirelessly with Special Olympics and in other areas in the community for many years, in both summer and winter activities.
Joyce's overall concern for the person inside the athlete is what makes her an exceptional coach. She is not only concerned about gaining results, but is also dedicated to building better people. Because of her dedication to coaching and ensuring athletes with an intellectual disability have the skills needed to perform at their optimum capacity, Joyce is a worthy finalist in the high performance category of the Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards. Trevor Borland has been coaching squash for 13 years and is truly respected by his athletes, coaches, parents, officials, and volunteers. He consistently exemplifies the qualities of a professional coach. NCCP Level 3 certified in squash, Trevor is currently taking his Level 4 through the National Coaching Institute. With Trevor's experience and in-depth knowledge of the game, he has had great success coaching Manitoba's junior provincial team and as the personal coach of the 2005 National Women's Silver Medalist. He has also coached athletes who won gold and silver at the Junior Pan Am Games, as well as a number of athletes who have placed in the top 10 at the Junior Nationals. Since 1999, Trevor has been the junior provincial team coach, in addition to his professional duties at the Winnipeg Winter Club. During this time, he has produced a number of nationally ranked juniors from a relatively limited pool of players.
When he works with his athletes, he works with them on court and works on on-court skills, but also he's very involved in an athlete's fitness and training and their outside life as well.
Not only has Trevor coached athletes in Canada, but his career has also taken him overseas to both the Scottish and British Open. And recently, he was named as the apprentice coach for the Junior Worlds in New Zealand this July. With the high intensity of both the mental and physical aspects of the game of squash, Trevor makes everyone on the team feel equal, no matter what the final score reads.
I think one of the most important things would be, not only trying to create great athletes, but trying to create or develop, it might be a better word, good people. So you want to try and help them to excel as much in their sport as they can, but realize that not everyone is going to be able to do this as a career for the rest of their life, and helping them to develop skills outside of their sport, in this case squash, that'll help them along the way.
Although he has high expectations and pushes his athletes to the peak of their physical abilities, Trevor is patient and easygoing. In recognition of Trevor's contribution to the athletes and the sport of squash, we are pleased to name him a finalist in the Coaching Manitoba Excellence Awards High Performance category. Paul Lajamodier has been coaching a variety of sports for over 30 years. For the last 3 years, he has been a volunteer coach with the Elmwood Giants Baseball Club in the Manitoba Junior Baseball League. Paul has worked as a pitching and hitting coach and with the off-season training programs and camps. Paul has helped the Giant junior team win 2 provincial championships in 3 years, the most recent being the 2005 Canadian Championships. He also assisted the provincial girls coach in running a jamboree day for girls who wanted to try baseball.
I would have to say that Paul does a great job getting out to the ball diamond every day, and he's really knowledgeable about the game, and he helps you out a lot if you have any problems, like any hitches in your game or anything like that. He'll spend some extra time helping you out after practice, before practice, so just a really great coach.
Paul also helps conduct coaching development clinics for local clubs and assists coaches and their organizations in implementing these skills. Since half of Elmwood's junior team is of Aboriginal descent, Paul has been a good fit for the team. He meets privately with individual players for one-on-one instruction. One of his protégés, Drake Mosienko, was voted All-Star left-hand pitcher, top pitcher in the league, and the league most valuable player in 2005, and was also named Manitoba's Junior High Performance Athlete of the Year. Paul has gone the extra mile in assisting players to find summer jobs and permanent employment. He also encourages players to continue their education.
You see someone that's wanting to play the game and have a tremendous desire, and the skills are just, their technique is really off tune, and that's where I really get enthusiastic about showing what they can do and see the gratification in their face. Like it's when they do something well, they feel so good about themselves, and that's what's rewarding for me.
For many players on the team, Paul has become more than a coach. He has become a friend, an advisor, and in some cases, almost a parent. Paul is an innovative achiever who thrives on challenge and is willing to commit a tremendous amount of time in addition to his regular coaching responsibilities with the Elmwood Giants.